This morning, the season of Lent is turning into the season of Leek, as we've got a no-meat recipe that's perfect for Lent. Chef Kevin Belton's serving up spuds and a superfood potato leek casserole.
How we doing?
Man, the leek, it's a superfood.
You know, so many people see these in the grocery store and don't have any idea what to do with it.
That's a big old shallot.
It is, and it has that mild shallot flavor. So I wanted to show folks, basically, I'm just gonna cut the end off, okay? Mm-hmm. And unlike shallots though, when you get up to the green part, because plants grow in dirt, it gets really dirty in here. Mm-hmm. So I like to cut it off just while this part stays together before you get to that dirt. Matter of fact, I want to cut this just to show folks what we're talking about. See, as we peel it back, see how you can see it's sandy and gritty and dirty in there? That's why you're basically only using that bottom part. Now, if you try to come up here toward the front, basically what you need to do is you need to cut this, put it in water, rinse it, drain it, rinse it a few times, drain it, just like you would greens. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing about the leafy part up here. You can see how that dirt and sand and grit gets in there. So if you've ever had leeks and you didn't like them, it was because somebody used too much of it and didn't clean it good. All right? So all we're gonna do with here is slice it, and look at that. It's just like a big green onion. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna just cut them, give them a little chop, just to quarter them. And you know, if you've never used leeks or if you don't have leeks, you could do this with green onion, or you could mix, if you want, a little bit of regular onion with some green onion. And it'll give you that flavor, but it's a different flavor. But leeks are wonderful, and just remember, when you go to use them, gang, and you see them at the store, make sure you clean them good. Don't get down to that green part, because, I mean, I always say, you know, you give the greedy relatives this part. All right? So when it slows them down from eating so much because it's all gritty. They're like,
he knows my relatives.
Yeah. But I can't wait to show folks how we're going to cook these and get this together.
Lots of health benefits from leeks, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a great flavor. It's almost a very mild flavor that whatever you put with it, it'll pick it up. So that's why I wanted to do this dish, because this is a great dish for Lent. But you know what, JP? Why don't we can throw some crawfish tails or some shrimp in here to go with it.
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Leeks are considered a superfood because they're full of nutrients and have many potential health benefits. Chef Kevin Belton's combining leeks and potatoes in a light, luscious Lenten casserole. All right, ready for some sizzle here.
Yeah, a little butter in the pan, got the fire on, and we're gonna saute our leeks. Do you have a favorite Lent recipe?
Oh, just anything with crawfish that Jackie makes.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I tell you what, she can make a crawfish etouffee like you wouldn't believe. Her family, they have this recipe that they all make. It's really good.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's a good one for Lent. And of course, seafood gumbo. She makes a really good seafood gumbo.
You know, and that's the thing. We're so fortunate in Louisiana that we have so much seafood that when it comes to Lent, we really don't have to change much of our diet.
Now, I tell you what, something it's not like this, but it is. She makes this vegetarian lasagna.
Ooh.
Oh, that's my all-time favorite recipe.
Ooh.
That one is so good, and it actually comes from a lady in Costa Rica. And it even has cinnamon. I gotta get you that.
That sounds good.
That recipe.
You know, and that's what's nice is, like, for something like this. Here, we're gonna use a little Creole seasoning, get it seasoned, and have a little fresh thyme. I'm gonna put a little bit in while we're sauteing our leeks.
Well, you know, during Lent, you have nothing but time.
I like that. Dude. And you know, everybody always asks, what do you give up for Lent? You know, and it's hard to choose something, because I don't drink, so I can say I give up alcohol. The thing I ought to give up is sweets. But I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Did you behave yourself on Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure you didn't overdo it with the king cake.
Oh, no. I only had a little piece of king cake Mardi Gras Day.
All right.
All right.
That's
So
good.
look, JP, a little heavy cream.
Listen to that sizzle.
Now, what this heavy cream is going to do, what we're going to do, we're going to let our leeks cook. Because in our casserole dish, I've taken a garlic clove, rubbed our casserole dish with garlic, smeared butter around, and we're going to make layers. But we want this to cook down just enough for, we don't need our leeks to get too soft. I mean, you can if you want, but we want our cream to reduce just a little bit to get a little thick. A little more seasoning in here, and then we can let this thicken up and start layering.
Yeah, and this is a perfect time because when you go to the grocery or you go to your produce stand, they usually have fresh leeks around this time of year.
I tell you what, I use them in so many things. They're great in soups, they're great in casseroles, and it's something that I think everybody sees it and is afraid to use it. So
Some chefs call leeks the miracle vegetable. They're nutritious, healthy, good to eat. That's why Chef Kevin Belton's combining leeks and potatoes in his leaky, luscious Lenten casserole. Look at that baby go.
wow, Lenten leaky luscious casserole.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot, but I like it. I like it. So here's what I did. Gang, if you have a mandolin at home, or if you don't have a mandolin, it's a great kitchen tool.
Oh, you're talking about, I thought you were talking about the
No, not that mandolin. This is the mandolin where you slice things thin.
slice and dice.
So basically, I took the potatoes, cut them about 1/8 of an inch.
Ooh, real thin.
All right?
Yeah.
And basically, gang, if you don't have a mandolin, just take your time with a sharp knife. I've taken a dish, rubbed garlic all around, took a garlic clove, cut it in half, rubbed it all around, and then smeared butter. So here's what we want to do. We want to, and you see, this is something you can get the kids involved. We just want to take our potatoes and put them down in a few layers.
Where food becomes art.
That's it. That's it. And you know, I always look for things to get kids involved in the kitchen. So look, we're going to take a little bit of our Creole seasoning on our potatoes, a little bit of our fresh thyme.
This is really smelling good.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of our leek mixture. All right.
This is
All right.
really gourmet.
Now, let's take some of our cheeses and put our cheeses down.
Now you're using, what, some cheddar cheese? And,
Yeah, I'm using cheddar. I'm using a white cheddar and then regular cheddar.
But you could really use any of your favorite cheese, huh?
Oh, I love Gruyere with this, but you know, and I was gonna use Gruyere for this, but I had used it for something else. I'm sorry. Shame on me, shame on me. Tell you what, we could turn that fire off or turn it down. And you know, if you want to do the potatoes ahead of time, just put them in cold water. It'll keep them from turning. So, a little more seasoning, a little more thyme.
It's kind of like a leek and potato lasagna.
Yeah, yeah. You know, after you mentioned that lasagna that Jackie made, that's on my mind right now.
Oh man, you would love this.
But you see, this is one of these dishes that it's just, you understand what I'm saying about putting in the, I got distracted, I got so excited because I started thinking about crawfish in this and shrimp in here. Last time I made this at home, I served a piece of fish with it. I had baked some fish in the oven
Oh, that's perfect. This would be a perfect side for that.
and run some fish in the oven, and that's what I had served with this dish. All right? Come on, seasoning. Get over here. Come on, time. You want to go ahead and help tilt the pan for you. We're going to top this with cheese. We're going to cover it with foil. There we go. That's great. That last little bit. So our last layer is going to be cheese on top. We'll put some foil over this. 350-degree oven. Bake it for about 40 minutes. Then take it out, uncover it, and let it go the last 10 minutes without a cover on it.
Lent is here, and this morning it's the season of leeks. One thing you won't be giving up is Chef Kevin Belton's potato leek casserole. It's done. It's ready.
Tell you what, it's delicious.
Man, I can smell the kitchen, just the aroma.
So guys, if you aren't familiar with leeks, remember, get the leeks in the store. Just use the bottoms. Just use the white part, okay? If you get too much in that green, you're going to get dirt and sand, all right? So just the white part. Saute them off in a little butter, season with a little Creole seasoning, hit it with a little fresh thyme. Then we took our potatoes and sliced them real thin, added heavy cream to the leeks, season that a little more.
He's killing me.
All right.
He's killing me.
So then we did potatoes, seasoned the potatoes, a little bit of cheddar cheese, white cheddar, regular cheddar, our leeks, potatoes, seasoning, cheese, sauce.
It's layered. It's luscious. It's leaky. It's Lent. And
It's
we've got
time for
it
you to taste
Ah, yes.
and see what happens.
All right. And you could use, your favorite types of potatoes. You could use your favorite types of cheese.
You could use russets, you could use Yukon Golds, you can use anything you want. I like serving this with fish. I like serving this on the side. Hey, why not put some shrimp or crawfish in here?
That's a great idea.
Okay, all right. But it's a nice side to go with. And hey, it depends on how much you like your sauce. You could take this sauce and throw this sauce for people who aren't potato fans. Cook a little plain pasta and take this sauce and put it over some pasta.
Tell you what, Chef, the leeks are mild. It's
Yeah.
got a mild taste, and of course they take on the flavor of whatever
You put with it,
whatever you cook
you
with.
know?
So, like you said, if you add a crawfish or shrimp, it would really change it up.
It would. And remember, gang, leeks are healthy for you. They're good for you. And we didn't put a lot of garlic in here. I rubbed the pan with garlic and then layered it with some butter. But, not to just be overpowering because we want to taste those leeks.
And I like how the potatoes they're real thin.
Yeah.
Luscious.
And you just have to make sure you leave it in the oven long enough for the potatoes to get cooked. That's it.
For more on this Lenten recipe and all of Chef Kevin's Good to Eat recipes, head to the Good to Eat page at WBRZ.com. We are going gourmet for Lent with a potato leek casserole combining spuds, a superfood, and lots of cheese.
It's hearty, it's healthy, plus it's good to eat.